The Australian Educational Needs Analysis (ASD-ENA) was a world-first research project conducted by the Cooperative Research Centre for Living with Autism. Stakeholders offered their perspectives on the educational needs of students on the autism spectrum, aged 5 to 18, and offered insights into how these needs could be more effectively supported in schools. 1,468 educators, specialists, students and parents participated in surveys and in-depth interviews to provide an Australia-wide stakeholder perspective. This video will focus on the data collected from specialists, parents and educators. Students on the spectrum can display challenging and complex behaviours that present unique obstacles for school systems. Therefore, educational contexts and stakeholders need to work together to ensure the needs of all students on the spectrum can be successfully met. So, what are the key recommendations? First, educational settings should support the social, emotional well-being of students on the spectrum as an essential element of programming. This has been widely recognised as a protective factor for well-being and mental health, as well as a key to educational success. Positive behaviour support is vital. This can include a positive and accepting culture within a school or learning environment and proactively working together to eliminate or reduce barriers to equitable participation. The ASD-ENA found that whilst educators agreed their school had a positive approach to behaviour support, specialists and parents only slightly agreed. A flexible and individually tailored educational approach to programming and support is critical. This means understanding students and their needs, which is the essence of inclusive education. All students, regardless of labels, have the right to an equitable educational experience that adjusts and changes depending on their needs. Educational approaches need to consider student preferences for support, including using technology to support academic and learning needs, one-on-one support inside and outside the classroom, and support for executive function skills like planning, organisation, time management skills, as well as social aspects of schooling like working as part of a group, getting along with others, teasing and bullying, staying calm and being able to access time away when it is needed, additional support for tasks requiring handwriting, support for sensory needs, and support for times of transition or pending change. Specialists, educators and parents agreed that technology needs to be considered as an essential element of support throughout the day for students on the spectrum, with iPads and tablets being the most common technology raised, although smartboard technology, laptops, desktop computers, computer games and assistive technology were mentioned as well. The importance of school connectedness has been recognised as a strategy to support students on the spectrum. Over the past decade, numerous educational and public health researchers have recognised the importance of social and psychological connectedness as a protective and promotive factor for all youth, as students feel personally respected, included and supported. Stakeholders felt that support for students on the spectrum in educational settings needs to take into consideration the sensory experiences of the environment. Participants reported the top 3 sensory experiences that may impact learning were noise, experiences relating to touch, and staying still for long periods of time. Participants spoke of the importance of supporting students on the spectrum with associated challenges, particularly anxiety, but also depression, attention difficulties, learning and communication issues, and auditory processing needs. This is particularly important as they move into adolescence. They also raised the need for future professional learning to focus on teacher confidence and self-efficacy, and determined the top 3 suggested future professional development topics are how to support students with specific needs, such as sensory and anxiety, social and communication life skills, and behaviour management. Finally, the study found that educator and specialist training needs to be delivered in a variety of ways, including using technology to support learning and development. This includes face-to-face training, seminars, professional support methods like coaching, and observation of others' practices online. Although the Australian Educational Needs Analysis report goes into far greater detail about the comments from each of the specific stakeholders, this presentation provides an overview of the key themes that emerged from the qualitative data on supporting students on the autism spectrum from the perspective of parents, educators and specialists. The information provided by the ASD-ENA can act as a starting point for discussions between stakeholders to create and revise strategies and resources to support students on the autism spectrum. It will also promote further understanding about autism and its many unique qualities and challenges. The advantages of supporting these needs in the classroom ensures benefits not only for students with autism, but for all students in that learning environment. Therefore, information within the ASD-ENA has limitless potential to improve conditions in our education facilities. The Autism CRC has another interactive and engaging presentation as part of the ASD-ENA study that explores the data and comments collected from students in far greater detail. This video not only discusses the 10 most common challenges, but the 10 most common strategies that students on the spectrum suggest to support and help them. Find it on the Autism CRC website, www.autismcrc.com.au.